What's up? Today we're carving the Cyberpunk Samurai using basswood and mostly hand tools. So I started this mask back when the game came out, in like November. And you know, despite popular opinion, I still really like the game. It was a massacre, but it was still a good time, you know. I really like the world building more than anything. After I played for a little bit, I was like, oh shit, I'm definitely making the samurai. The logo was sweet. Plus, I'm a huge fan of punk music, so the fact that it's a logo for a band, mwah. Two birds, one stone. I thought, yeah, it might be a little complicated, but I should be able to knock it out in no time. Well, no time turned into a long time. Other projects got in the way, but we're back at it. We moved and I lost some footage, and as you can see, I got the mouth already finished. But we're going to basically be using mostly hand tools. We're going to use an angle grinder just to kind of bring it down, but that's later. I didn't tell you that. Here we're going to try and make some rough cuts where it looks like his face got ripped off Terminator style. This is the first place of many where we could ruin the entire mask by breaking off the nose. And we're clear. Alright, Dum Dum, we need to speed this up a little bit. Can you help out? Much better. So when I was in first grade, I used to spike my hair like the cool kids. So I felt well prepared to take care of the flames. I mean, if I didn't have my hand tools already, I probably could have just used hair gel, and we would have gotten the same thing. Oh, so nice. Now final little touches. Same with these guys on the side. And boom, we got our spiky hair. Now I had to be so careful on the tusks because there's not a lot of wood there, so it's going to chip off pretty easily. But steady as she goes, we slowly pulled it off. Now this was the part of the mask I was most worried about. You know, getting into these really tight crevices I didn't think was going to be particularly easy with hand tools and getting a smooth surface. So obviously started with a straight edge and cut out all the pieces. Use a sandpaper to get rid of the debris, and we slowly just started chipping away. So this is area number 2 where we could have ruined the mask, or at least made a lot more work for ourselves. These circles are so thin that I had to be extra gentle, and that's why it took so long. I had to keep on shaving off the smallest amounts that I could over and over again. But that's the second hurdle jumped. All we have to do is clean up the pencil marks, and she's looking pretty good. Now we gotta use our imagination because we have entered overexposed land. I drew on a pencil mark that you obviously couldn't see because this mask was thick with 2 C's, and I just wanted a mask that's 1 C thick. Looking pretty good. Alright, this is the last big feature that we're working on. We've got some small touch-ups to do, but once we get these side pipes done, we've done every major part so far. And these should be easy and safe. So let's knock them out. All we have to do is clear out this inside part. And I wasn't filming, and we broke it. We broke it. We broke it. But it's not that bad of a break. It's something that I think is a super easy fix. So we must continue forward.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Oh no. Oh boy. Well, we have to get rid of this wood, so with my little scalpel, I split the other piece off. And then I continued to clear out the material that we need to get rid of. Now it's time for surgery. Fits like a glove and staying in place pretty easily. Looking good. Time for our second piece. It should be just as easy. But now you get to see in real time a man who was not thinking beyond his immediate actions. The first one was easy to hold in place. It was downward pressure. This one's sideways pressure. And I don't have anything around. So I tried to use a pin, didn't work. You're seeing me realize, oh no, it's going to be a much longer 30 minutes. But look at that, back to life. And now you'll see me be extra ginger. As soft as a pointy metal object can be. Oh yeah, also in that process I broke the tusk. But we fix that up. Our last step is to clean up these eyes. And the very last cut. Let's do it. Oh, nope, not ready. Okay, this time. Let's do it. Nope. Okay, wait. This time is going to be it. We're going to do... Oh, we got it here. Wait, nope. Just go. Just close your eyes and push. Ah, we're in. No going back now. With all the cuts done, it's time to get that wood grain to pop, so we're going to put a coat of tried and true's Danish oil. It's just linseed oil, basically. I like it because it's fine for the skin. It's non-toxic. We're going to be using Gregorian Cherry gel stain. This is hands down the scariest part of any mask for me. Because once it's on there, it's on there. And basswood is so porous that you never know exactly how the stain's going to take. The layer of linseed oil definitely helps, but still you don't know. Oh my gosh, who's a good boy? Who's such a good guard dog? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Back to what I was saying. This one was especially difficult to stain because there were so many different nooks and crannies. I had to use a lot of Q-tips and pieces of tape where I would just dip the edge in so I could get to the tiniest of spots. Obviously, I did not do a very clean job the first time around, but we'll fix that later. Originally, I wasn't planning on using the gray stain at all. I was planning on just using the cherry and leaving the wood as is. but it was lacking a certain depth and a contrast between the robotic side and the demon side. So by adding the gray, I brought forward a lot of details, and you were able to see that duality much more clearly. And it helped cover up the wood glue too. Now, we obviously weren't the cleanest putting it on, so now all we have to do is clean up anywhere that some of the stain might have gotten where we didn't want it. This seems to be the last section that needs it. Always the eye. Wait a second, was that a drop? Yeah, it was a drop. It was more than a drop. I only had enough time to go grab my umbrella, and I thought it was just going to be a quick spritz, and it turned into a 30-minute downpour. So there I was, stuck underneath there, waiting for it to pass. But fortunately everything stayed dry, and she's looking real good. Finally, the last top coat of shellac. It's going to make it real shiny, and it's going to make it last. Damn, this might be the most satisfying part for me. A couple more brush strokes, and then all I have to do is let it dry, and this puppy will be all done. Wow, did this mask take a lot longer than I thought it was going to. There was a lot of intricate pieces to it, and when I first put on the red stain, I definitely thought I ruined it. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. You guys will have to let me know in the comments whether this is the better product or if I should have just left it with the wood grain. Please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned because I got more videos coming.